Okay. So, like I said before, like if you want to analyze markets, okay, first of all, you need to know what you are analyzing for, what you are going for. Are you looking for a buy or you are looking for a sell? So in order for you to know where you are on the main market, like the recent market, like for example, right now, um, this is the current market now. You can see this place here. That is the current market. But in order for you to know what the trend you are now, you have to go to a bigger time frame. And right now we are on what? On 4 hour
Oh,
time frame. Okay. We're on 4 hour time frame. Okay. So in order for you to know the trend on the current market, you go to bigger time frame. Most of the time, mostly use weekly time frame or monthly time frame. Okay, so let's just go to weekly time frame. So on weekly time frame, you can see that this market started buying from where? From down this point. It bought from here all the way up to this point. So which is giving us already a sign of a uptrend. So after finding that out, so what is the next thing we are going to do? So we are going to be using support and resistance to analyze this market for a sell. We are going to be looking for a sell position on this kind of market. We're not going to be looking for a buy, we are looking for a sell. So in other words, for example, if, for example, maybe we get into the market little by little as we are we are starting from weekly time frame now, we'll be moving down to smaller time frame to 1 hour, 30 minutes, maybe up to 15 minutes. Most of the time, mostly hang around like 1 hour time frame. So what are you going to do? Because most of the time when you are moving from smaller time frame down to sorry, when you are moving from a bigger time frame down to smaller time frame, what the market mostly do at the end of the day, the more you are getting into the market, the more you are getting more information from out of the market. You might even change your mind to maybe, like I said, if we are looking for a sell, and at the end
yes.
of the day, when we get to like 1 hour time frame, we might look for a buy. You never can tell. That is how it happens. So what are the things that we need to know for at the beginning? We're going to look for our major support and major resistance. Okay. So bear in mind what I'm going to mark out here. The blue line will represent support, while the red line will represent resistance. So remember, we are on weekly time frame. So the next thing I'm going to do, first of all, I'll take my horizontal line. I'll mark out my support. So right now I can see two support here. So I'm going to change the color and then I'll mark out my resistance. So here is one resistance. We also have one inside here. Then we also have one here at the top. Okay, so now I will change the color of my support. I'll change the color of my support to blue. And that way I know my blue is my support, then red is my resistance. So bear in mind, we are going to be trading in this zone. When you hear the word trading in this zone, that means we are going to be trading inside this zone. Maybe from this zone here to up here. Then we are going to be looking for a sell, either from a sell from here to the downside or a sell from here to the downside. So what is the next thing we are going to do? After that, then we are going to move from a weekly time frame now to what? Daily time frame. So pay attention. Now, daily time frame, you can see that the market rejected multiple times here. You can see the market rejected here. At first, the market sold down from here. It came back, it take out this resistance, went up here, and it sold back down. So similar thing might happen here. Here, like the what I said, might happen. I didn't say it's going to happen because forex trading is a game of probability. Then another thing I would like you to pay attention to is this. Always pay attention on your resistance zone. Why do I say so? If you look at this higher resistance that we have here now, you see it's even written there, high resistance, which is high. You can see that time this market came here, it sold back down, right? Then the second time it created another resistance. Look what happened. It couldn't come to this point. It now came to this resistance zone here. Then it now sold back down. Then when the market now came back again, the market couldn't come to this point. It sold back down. So what does that mean now? There's a probability that this market is going to sell. So if we are selling, where are we going to sell to? Well, we'll be looking down to this point to take our profit from. So now that we are on daily time frame, I don't have much to mark out on daily time frame except one position. I'm going to mark out on daily time frame. We have order block here. You can see this order block. I'll mark it out this way. Okay, I can mark it out this way, or I can use another trend line. Maybe I'll use horizontal line. I'll use horizontal line to mark it out. Support. It's a support those, and I will change it to change the color. Yeah. Then what am I going to do now? Now that I've already analyzed my daily time frame now, what next am I going to do? I'm going to move to my 4-hour time frame. Bear in mind, we are using support and resistance only to analyze this market. No other thing. There are another thing we are going to be add to it: support and resistance and the order block. Those are the only thing we are going to use to analyze this market in order for us to find a sell. So what is the next thing I'm going to do? I'll move to my what? 4-hour time frame. So my 4-hour time frame probably is what is going to give to me. Okay. I can see everything already. So now, like I told you before, Forex is a game of probability. What is the next thing I'm going to do? I will still check out where the market has active what? Resistance. Okay, active resistance, which is this place. Yeah, that resistance is active. You can see the rejection here. Remember, we're on 4-hour time frame. So you can see the rejection here already, the way it rejected. So look at another 4-hour time frame. Look at what happened. It has already given us a sign of selling. So, but are we going to start selling? No, we are still going to look for another thing, meaning now we are going to be using, remember I told you, the more you are getting into the market, the more you will be getting a lot of details out. So up from here now, we are going to use another thing we called what? Change of character. Okay. Why using change of character? Change of character gives us a sign that this market has changed from upper trend to downtrend. That means the market is getting ready to sell down. So what are we going to do? Then I will, first of all, check out where the market did change of character. I can see a little bit of change of character here. Okay, like you see this sell. Okay, you see where this market sold from. When the market got here, you see where it sold from. So this buying up, this little buying up here, like this sold down is already a change of character. This buying up is a correction, or it's a retest, or it's a retracement. Then what did the market did when it came to this point? It take out this resistance. Then it take out this resistance, which is already, it has already liquidated this resistance, have grabbed liquidity with this resistance. So what does that mean? Meaning the market has a probability of selling. So what am I going to look for? I will now move from what? Because I want to see clearly if I can understand this change of character very well. Because on what is it called? On this 4-hour time frame, it's a little bit I'm not okay with the change of character. Then another thing I'm going to look for also, there's something I'm also looking at right now. If I take this my trend line and I put it here, the market is telling me something. Okay, the market is telling me something. What does this mean now? Like for example, this place I just mark out now, it is telling me that the market is rejecting. No, anytime the market get to this what? This support zone. This is support. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the moment the market get here, it buy back. The moment the market get here, it buy back. The moment the market get here, it buy back. And you can see this zone. This market did a change of character here. But at the end of the day, the change of character didn't work. Later, take out this resistance. We found this one, you take it out. We found this one, you take it out. Now, it now came to this resistance. It now came to this resistance. Now, it's trying to look for a way to sell. So, what is What is another thing I'm going to look for now? I'll now move from 4-hour time frame in order for me to see another uh, understanding of what is happening around this zone. So I'm going to move from 4-hour time frame to 2-hour time frame. Now, on 2-hour time frame, it's still very hard to understand. You understand? Because the change of character here, the market did one here, and at the end of the day, the market take out this change of character here. Okay. If you mark out this change of character, and it's not even that clear, like this one here. You see, look at this change of character here. This one is more clear. You see, when the market it came back to liquidate this support, and at the end of the day, the market bought. Then what am I going to do now as a trader? You know, it's a game of probability. I'm going to look out this zone. I say, okay, this is change of character. It's not clear. I can mark this place out as a change of character. Okay. I will use this place now as a change of character. And I say, okay, later when the market came back here, touch this zone, then this market take out our support, which is good. Then if you look at this place, when the market did a change of character, what happened? The market came back to touch the support zone. Look at the massive buy. Boom. Boom. Meaning, is it possible that the same thing can happen here? It might, but we have to be careful around this zone. We have to be careful. What does that mean? In case the market get to this zone and it's not able to break this zone, we can come out from the trade. Okay, like me now, I'm going to risk this trade here, but I will tell you how I'm going to risk it. So what is the next thing I'm going to do? I will mark out first and foremost my change of character. Okay, I'll take this trend line. I will say, okay, here, I'll mark this place out as a change of character. The reason why I'm marking this place out is this. Then I will not put a change of character. Okay. The reason why I'm marking this place out, you can see the sell from this point. It's so back down. Then the market touched this zone and I created a little bit of resistance here. Market came back down. You now take out this resistance. So most of the time, market do this when market is struggling to sell. Most of the time, it does this. And another thing also like inside this zone is this area right here. You see this area right here? This area. I love it. The reason why is this market was forming, I forgot what they call this setup. I forgot what they call it. So what does that mean? Most of the time when market forms something like this, say is struggling to break above and below. Most of the time market will come aggressively and take out all this zone and come to area where it has a major support, like support that is active, because this is inner support. It's more like active support. Okay. So if you look at it, after this support here, you get this one. We align all these one together now, right? Now, what is the next support after all this one? Is this one that is more active. Then we have this one right inside here also. This is other block here. This other block. Can this one here reject the market? Yes. This one here can also reject the market back, whereby the market will sold, the market will sell up to this point, then we buy back. So what is the next thing I'm going to mark out? I'll mark out this other block here. Then I'll mark out this other block because it's very active. Okay. Because if this market the market most of the time, I can also do something like this. What is the market? What would the market do? The market will get to this point where we have this is it not rectangle? Yeah. Where we have this my rectangle, which is other block. Let's just call it other block. Let me write it inside. Mama mia. Where we have this other block, click on it, and we'll put other block on it. Okay. Okay. The color has changed already. Where we have this other block, I'll go back. Okay, let me write it by myself. Other block. Okay, where we have this other block, the market can reject from here. Remember, we started from weekly time frame now. We are now in 2-hour time frame. So what's going to happen? So since I found my this thing here, my change of character, I will now move from there. Let me say we are done with a 2-hour time frame. Okay. Then we'll now move from 2-hour time frame to where? To 1-hour time frame. This is where I'm going to stop. I'm not going further. I'm not going to check 30 minutes and 15 minutes. I will just try and zoom it in a little bit so that we see inside. Okay. So right now, there's nothing I'm looking for anymore on this trend. Okay. I'm not looking for anything. So what did I use? Support and resistance, order block, and change of character. So this my change of character. I don't like it that much. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like it that, but I'm going to use it as a change of character. Because there is another way I also told you that day that market can also sell. Market can also sell this way, whereby market will create a resistance.
Resistance.
Okay, then the market will sell inside. Then the market will go back, take out this resistance like it does here. The market will go back, take out this resistance. Market will do something like this. Boom. Then before you know it, the market will start selling.
Selling.
It will form something like angle, start selling down. Okay. Before you know it, all the inner support the market have, like this support here, the market will use aggressive to sell it out. Okay. Then the market can do something like this. At the end of the day, it will be selling down. You understand? It will be selling down like that. So what does that mean? This trend, I like it. So I'm not 100% sure, but the reason why I'm going to be risking this kind of trade is because the market has to take out this resistance. Then we have another resistance at our left hand side. Then the market is creating that kind of angle. So meaning it's active. So on 1-hour time frame, do we have a order block around this zone? Yes. It created other block. This is the other block here. You see, after when the market bring out this candlestick, you can see in the inner candlestick, what happened? All the other candlestick couldn't break above, meaning this resistance is active. So we can sell from here. So after analyzing this market, what am I going to look for before I sell? Remember, today is Sunday. So forex market is not open Saturday and Sunday. So Sunday night, which is today, 11 o'clock, this is GBP USD, 11 o'clock, this market is going to open, or is going to open. So when this market is going to open, we have two options. I will wait. When the market open, this is what I'm going to wait for. Probably market might sell back down. Okay, market might sell back down. I want the market to form something like this before I will enter. Meaning the market will open aggressively. The market is going to give a gap. It might open to this point. Then I'll wait for the market to do pull back, buy back. Then on this zone, because we have other block here. If you go to 30-minute time frame, you might got it right. Let me go to 30-minute time frame. Yeah, we have other block around this zone. Okay, and it has already take out this little support. So we have other block here. So what am I going to do? I will wait for the market to open like this, then set back down, then touch this zone, then buy back. First of all, open with a gap, then buy back, test this zone, then for now look for either a set down to this point or a set down to this support, this inner support, or a set down to this point. I'm going to be looking forward to this point. So what am I going to do? This is what I'm going to do because I've already analyzed the market based on my perspective and the probability we have of the market. I'm going to be using a set position. I will paste it this zone. Then our stop loss is going to be above the recent resistance. Basically, we have another resistance previously around this zone, which we mark out on a bigger time frame, which is weekly time frame. So it's still active. So we're going to put our stop loss above a little. Then we're going to be aiming to this point. I'm going to be selling to this point. We'll put it here like that. Okay. So meaning our entry is here. This is our entry. This is the number of our entry. This is the number of our common series. This is the number of our stop loss, the red one. Then this is the number of our TP. Is there? Yeah, this is it. For example, now I can screenshot this and send it to you direct. If I have a community, I can screenshot it like this. I will send it to them, meaning our entry is going to be here. Then I will draw something inside here so that all of us will understand, okay, I want the market to open because it's Sunday. You open, then go back here. Then before we enter, our entry will be here. You can place like this, you can place sell order, which is market is not yet. What do we mean by sell order? Sell order simply means that you are placing your sell down. You put your SL, you put your TP. When the market goes back, get back to that point, the moment it crosses your sell position, it will trigger it in. At that moment, your sell will be active. So another thing I also see here, the market might also do something like this or like this. It's okay. Nevertheless, it's the same thing. I'm seeing something which is, if you remember, I told you the other time, this is a head and shoulder. Head and shoulder. So this head and shoulder is very active. So you can do something like this. This is head and shoulder, which is something like this. Okay, then you come in. That is the first left shoulder. Then this is the head. Then this is the right shoulder. And the marker will boom. You see? Head, shoulder, shoulder. Same thing here. Shoulder, shoulder, head. Okay. This is another way you can do. We can also draw something like this. And for example, now if I carry up there, I open and widely, you will see head and shoulder, you see? Everything is clear. So in this way, I'm okay. I'm not going to do much. Then I can only drag this one, bring it out. I'll make sure say not the block, it's not blocking our, what is it called? It's not blocking our candlestick. In this way, if I send it to my community, I was okay, we are waiting for our sell at this position. So when the market open, I want the market to do something like this. We'll wait for the market here, then we sell back down from there. Like this now, we are okay. So this is how you analyze market using what? Support and resistance, order block, change of character. Yeah, that's it. So this is how you use support and resistance, change of character, and order block. We are cool like this. There's nothing. Do you have any question?
No, no, you just how to identify other block. I don't know how to identify it yet.
Okay. I have not teach you that, which definitely I'm going to teach you now how to where and how to identify other block. Other block, you can identify it easily. Okay. You can identify other block easily. But in order for you to identify other block, you also know how market trend works. Where market maybe settle, then it set to a particular point, couldn't pass that place. Then the market started buying from that place. And you understand? You can find other block on your resistance zone, on your support zone. Also, you can find it between your major resistance, your major support, which is between. Like this one, and this other block, I find it between, which is this is our major active support and our major active resistance. So between, that's where I find other block. We also have other block here also on our major resistance zone. We have other block here. Okay, so I'm going to teach you that. So Uh, for you, in order for you to find other block, you can find other block on what? On every time frame. Every time frame. Not only one particular time frame, in every time frame. 1 hour, 2 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 4 hours daily, weekly, and all that. Depend on what you are trading on. Depend on the kind of trader you are. Because I'm not also teach you about the type of trader we have. I've not taught you about that. So how to identify other block is this. Let's say like this place now, we have other block, this place, which I mark out. So how do you identify other block? This is how you identify other block. You see, when the market started buying up, the market got to this point, it sold back down. When the market sold back down, look what happened. The market creates this candlestick inside. Okay, that candlestick inside means something. Okay, it means something. Okay, it means something. What does it mean? It's what we call order block. The reason why it's called order block is because you can see, you can find this kind of candlestick which the candlestick open at this point, it backed up, it sold back down, then it came back to end at that same spot. Does that mean every other block is going to be like that? No. Every other block is not going to be like that. There are some other block that will be a candlestick like this. This is other block here also. You understand? We have other block here also. We have other block here, which is this one now. We will use this as a support, as a resistance zone. So how the main other block that are more active, every other block is active, depend on what they are doing. Like this other block here now, this other block for a retracement. Because at the end of the day, the market came out, it smashed it out, it buy up because it's upper trend. The market have not gotten to where it was going. So it's going to create a little bit of other block that can retrace market. So this other block, now you can see, the moment this market started buying, before the market get to this point, as you can see, did market come back to this zone? No, it didn't. It didn't come back to this zone. So how do forex trade works? Forex trade work this way. Forex trade might be trending. There is a place the market will come back to and do a retracement or do imbalance of the market. Like for example, now this place is like imbalance. The market needs to come and take out this other block in order for the market to continue. This is one thing you need to understand. So the moment this market creates this other block, the market has not come back to this place to take out this other block. In order for this other block not to be active anymore, the market needs to come back to this place. If that it got to this point, it buy back, or it come to this point and take out this other block. Now, the other block will not be effective anymore. And the market will create another other block. But due to what I'm saying, based on my experience in forex trading, meaning this market is coming back to take out this other block. Meaning the market will set back and got to this point and buy from here again upward. So meaning now, for you to understand how that block works, you need to check out when the market started buying. Like this is change of character, okay? This is change of character, right? Let me put it here. This is change of character. Okay. All change of character are not always the same. All change of character are not always the same. This change of character, right? So after this change of character, what happened? Okay, what happened? After this change of character, look what happened. The market came back and came back to touch this our support zone and liquidate this zone. Then the market started buying. When the market was buying up, it came back, this is what we call pullback. You can call it pullback or retracement. The same thing. So what happened? When the market got here, the market couldn't sell below this point. Meaning now, there is one thing that I see. I don't want to name it so that a lot of things will be inside your head. There is something inside here. So what happened when the market came to this point? After when the market leave, how do you identify other block another way? The last candlestick, the market left. And at the end of the day, the market couldn't sell below that candlestick. It couldn't take out that candlestick. That is other block. Like this candlestick, now this one inside. There is a name on this candlestick. This candlestick, we call it dodgy candlestick. Dodgy candlestick. We have dodgy, we have hammer, we have engulfing. So with this one, after this dodgy candlestick, this candlestick now became engulfing candlestick. I don't want to explain all those things to you. It's now called engulfing. So meaning this candlestick, this blue green candlestick, engulf these three candlestick, 1, 2, 3. So what happened at the end of the day? You open the next one, use it to buy. There was a little bit of struggle right here. The market said no. You continue buying. So in simple way, how do you identify other block? You look your previous market, because this is my previous market. This is my previous market. Previous. My current market is here. So bear it in mind, how do we identify forex trade? How do we analyze forex trade? We analyze forex trade based on what the market has done in the past. When I was analyzing market before, what did I use? I used my previous resistance and previous support. Then this other block that I found out, I use here. Is it not my previous market? Yes.
Yeah.
This support I mark here, is it not previous? Yes. This is recent. So what does that mean? You use your previous trend to analyze for the future. Okay. So in other words, in order for you to identify other block, what do? You look for a place where market started buying from, where the market has not retraced to. Meaning the market never come back. The market has not come back to that point to liquidate that zone. So let's say, for example, now, when this market we are looking for a sell right here now. Let's say the market sell. It sell. You see, before now, the market has been rejecting around this zone. Has the market come to this point? No. So that's it. That's the reason why. So what does that mean? We want market to come to this point before the market might do something like this. Come on. So what I'm trying to look for is this. We want the market to set back down to this point like that, do a retracement, then set back to this zone, then come and take this, liquidate our other block there. The market might do something like this, double bottom, then buy up to this point. This is what market does most of all the time. Okay? Simple as that. That means this our other block is active. Market has not come to this zone before. So the first time it's coming is going to affect the market. So that is how you identify other block. Okay, I'm done. I want to end the registry. So so that you will not analyze market. Let me stop recording. Let me see if I have it. It said pause / stop. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to record anymore. Stop.